Hello, so I'm currently working on the Shadow the Hedgehog ragdoll plush sewing pattern, and because the pattern is a bit more complex, it's also a character pattern, which I haven't done in a hot minute. I wanted to just go over some of the additions that I've made to the pattern itself for making it easier on people. So the first thing I've done is, because it's a character pattern with quite a lot of different colours, is I've made a colour key. And you might notice that we've got black down twice, red down twice, white down twice, because we've got colours that go for his body, so his fur, his limbs, his quills. But then we have the black parts of his gloves and his shoes are separate. And that is just because even though they're the same kind of colour, if you want to go for different textures, for example, I have this very long pile fluffy cuddle fabric, and I have this shorter 3mm pile fabric. And you might decide you want to do this one for his body and this one for his skates, and then that means that while you're cutting out, you know you've got the right version of black. I've also added some colour to his head, and his quills are a little bit more complex than usual. So I've added some colour codes here, and basically what you would do is, as you go sort of from quill 1, if you were to work from 1 through to 2 and then so on and so forth, you have a new colour added. So the first quill is coded green for here, and then when you move on to number 2, you can see here's the green, and that's where you want to attach, and then the purple will be for another part of the body. And then if you do not want to print in colour, if you're not a colour printer or you're low on ink, I try to keep them kind of pastel enough that you could go over them with marker pens or coloured pens yourself, or if you need different colours. I kind of tie myself around in knots a little bit trying to think, this is colourblind safe, but I feel like if you need something different, I hope I've left enough room for people to make modifications that they need to make. I mean, other than me redoing the template margins and stuff, that's most of the big changes coming in. So yeah, that's going to be fun.